Hello and welcome to CoreTV News on the Hour. I am Elijah Makel Latiji. Suicide bombers early Saturday morning detonated bombs at two separate locations in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. According to the reports, the first one occurred around the office of the DSS in Maiduguri, an area just few meters to the popular Borno Express bus terminal. According to eyewitnesses, the suicide bomber rode on a tricycle as a passenger and defused the bomb. Casualty figure is still unknown, but security forces have condoned off the area. The second explosion was said to have gone off by PHCN office near another bus terminal, Adamawa Sunshine Express, around the Monday market. Details of casualty could not be ascertained as at the time of filing this report. There are indications that military checkpoints might return to major highways in and around the Federal Capital Territory. This follows the sighting of truckloads of soldiers at the Yaya-Maraba axis of the Kefi-Abuja highway on Friday afternoon. The police who a few days ago took over checkpoints in Abuja have, however, been carrying out the usual stop-and-search operations on the highway. While Samuel reports the traffic was still light as the military and the police were putting final touches to what appears to be preparation for a handover.
It is only a few weeks after military checkpoints were dismantled and soldiers ordered out of highways across the country. Residents of some of the areas which hitherto had military presence say the presidential order brought succor to the heavy traffic lockdown usually experienced along the expressway. Before now, they spend hours on their way to work, but now they leave home as they wish and still get to their destination on time. Felicia is on her way out at 11:57 a.m. and she told CoreTV why she is leaving home at the time.
When you wake up 7 o'clock, before you get to work, it will be 9:30, 10 o'clock. But now, at least 30 minutes on the road or 20 minutes, I think it's better now.
For many commercial motorcyclists, the decision to dismantle checkpoints is a good one. They clearly don't want the military back on the road because of the effect on their operations.
Now they make money past the more than that. Sometimes they stop us. Sometimes they will allow us pass myself. No, come back.
Before now, road safety personnel do assist in ensuring that motorists adhere to traffic rules despite the military roadblock. Now that the roads are free, these men are more relaxed on the highway. There is no doubt that motorists and commuters are happy that they can move in and out of the city center without much stress. But in the midst of renewed Boko Haram activities, it appears like the soldiers are bracing to return to their previous positions. CoreTV News crew sighted these trucks loaded with soldiers and road barricades near what used to be a military checkpoint on the Kefi-Abuja highway. The trucks headed straight for the spot which is now occupied by policemen, and it looks like the soldiers are ready to take over. And as soon as the military personnel showed up, the traffic logjam started to build up. On sighting the military trucks, some road users share their views on the development. Some say the soldiers should not be allowed to come back, while others say it's only the military that can contain Boko Haram.
As regards to the military being back on the checking point, I don't like it. Reason being that it poses more risk to us staying here, because most times I imagine when the hold-up is that much and there happens to be a sudden alarm, it won't be easy on people here. And the people here are suffering a lot. And based on the way they are suffering, and for them to come back again, why they are absent for some time now has easing up the people's pain and misery within the neighborhood. For them to come back, I don't think is the right direction by the government, allowing them to come back.
It was very free, but when the army, the police came to the road, I saw that the hold-up is a bit building up. Like, for the sake of those who are going to work in the morning, they can actually open the road for the sake of those who are going to the work in the morning. Then, after everything, they can start their checkpoint. That is what I feel about the route for now.
For now, Nigerians are only hopeful that government will take the issue of security more seriously. With the removal of the military checkpoints around Maraba-Yanya Expressway, commuters and people that live around this axis have a cause to smile because the roads are now free. But as the police take charge of manning the highways, Nigerians are only hopeful that the police will live up to expectations in protecting the lives and properties of the citizenry in the face of daunting security threats posed by Boko Haram sect. Pius Samuel, CoreTV News, Abuja.
President Muhammadu Buhari will only receive 50% of the salary paid to his predecessor. The president's decision to take a 50% pay cut has convened to the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation yesterday by the Permanent Secretary of the State House, Nebulisa Imodi. The current annual remuneration of the President of Nigeria is published by the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission is 14 million. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has similarly given up half of his official remuneration. The Labour Party has floored state governors for blackmailing President Muhammadu Buhari to release over 700 billion naira bailout to them, saying the action sets a bad precedent and will encourage governors to steal more. The Labour Party National Chairman Alhaji Abdulkadir Abdulsalam told journalists in Abuja that the disadvantages of the bailout far outweighed its benefits. He says although Buhari came with a promise of change, it seems he has not learned from the mistakes of previous administrations, as what's happening now is a resemblance of what happened during the administration of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, when the state governors prevailed on him to bastardize the local government system and the local government funds were diverted to personal use of the governors. Abdulsalam added that when former President Goodluck Jonathan assumed office, the governors also deceived him to carry out certain policies and projects, but at the end disappointed him. He says the government claims the bailouts were loans, but with silence and conditions the loans were given, as well as the mode and processes of the repayment. He added that the presidency started on a bad note and Nigerians will suffer for it. A federal high court in Abuja has granted former Adamawa State Governor Mortal Nyako and his son, Senator Abdulaziz Nyako, bail in the sum of 350 million naira each. Delivering a ruling on the bail application, Justice Ivo Chukwu ordered the accused persons to produce two surety each with a landed property in Abuja. The court further said that in the alternative, the ex-governor and all the accused persons can provide one surety each who is a director in any federal government establishment and has a landed property within the court's jurisdiction. Justice Chukwu also directed them to deposit their international passports with the court registrar with two recent passport photographs. He subsequently adjourned the case till September 30th, October 22nd, and 23rd for hearing. EFCC arraigned the accused persons on a 37-count charge bordering on laundering public funds in excess of 40 billion naira.
The ex-governor Nyako, his son and other accused persons walked out of court after their bail appeal was granted. But they are to appear at the Federal High Court in Abuja on the next adjourned date to face charges leveled against them by the EFCC. Before Justice Chukwu granted the accused bail, the prosecution counsel, Rotimi Jacobs, had opposed the application on the grounds that the accused persons will jump bail.
Grant or refusal of bail is purely at the discretion of the judge. So, and one case cannot be an authority for the other. So, once it's at the discretion of the court, the prosecution and parties are bound by that discretion. So, that is the way His Lordship sees it, and we are bound by it. Yes. Well, what is important is for them to be around, to face their trial. Once they are around, there is no problem.
Do you have the conviction that they will be around?
Well, we have laid the file before the court, but in His Lordship's wisdom, he said they will be around.
Nyako's lawyer, Kanu Agabi, assured the court that the accused will not jump, as he pleaded the court to grant them bail on liberal terms. Justice Chukwu granted his wish and admitted each of the accused persons' bail in the sum of 350 million naira. At the end of the hearing, the defense counsel was not prepared to speak.
The EFCC counsel spoke to us, sir. We don't want to balance the report. For sure.
Nyako too declined comments, even though he muttered a few words.
Free on bail. How do you think?
Confirm. Thank you.
Justice Chukwu was silent on where the ex-governor and his fellow accused persons will be remanded, pending when they will meet their bail conditions. However, the accused persons were taken away by the EFCC officials at the end of the ruling.
The Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee has conferred the award of Senior Advocate of Nigeria on 21 lawyers out of 124 that applied. The Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court, Ahmed Gambo, announced the names of the awardees at a news conference in Abuja. He said out of the 124 applications received, 18 were selected under the category of advocate, while 3 were selected from the academic category. The new science will be sworn on September 21 by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Mahmoud Mohammed.
Benson Spolu Nwanko Esquire, Joseph Sunday Bamiboye Esquire, Patrick Ocheja Okolo Esquire, Professor Maxwell Gidado Esquire, Aderebe Adedeji Esquire, Emmanuel Chinwe Aguma Esquire, Dr. Muiz Adeyemi Banure Esquire, Emeka Benson Etiaba Esquire, Abimbola Ibironke Akerodu Esquire, Olumiwa Akimboro Esquire, Godi Uche Esquire, Okechiku Valentine Obi Esquire, Kainde Kolawale Elijah Esquire, Professor Mol Apol Oborimegde Odorimbe Esquire, Dr. Oladipo Olumide Olanipeku Esquire. These are the list of the successful applicants for the year 2015. The swearing in of the newly appointed Senior Advocate of Nigeria will take place on the 21st day of September 2015 at a special court session to mark the beginning of 2015-2016 legal year of the Supreme Court.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has fixed dates for gubernatorial elections in Kogi and Bayelsa State. It says the Kogi elections would hold on November 21, while that of Bayelsa is fixed for December 5. INEC, however, noted in a statement that formal notices would be issued on or before August 23rd and September 5th for the two states. It also indicated that campaigns would begin on July 24 in Kogi State and end on November 19, while in Bayelsa it would commence on September 6 and terminate on December 3. INEC wants parties participating in the two elections to submit the names and personal details of their candidates before November 14 for Kogi State and December 7 for Bayelsa State. You're still watching CoreTV News, and now we'll take a quick break and be back on my stories. Please stay with us.
This is what the people are saying.
You don't run a big economy with generator. They need to do more in terms of energy and power.
Many things to do for this Nigeria about lights, water, and new TT.
For Nigerians that are not gullible, we know that good laws have done nothing good for this country.
Buhari won the election convincingly.
Talk to your husband that you should keep promise about what you said, and because people are watching you, you know, another election is coming.
Because some people will strong for Yoruba land, will be strong man, we don't die.
This nation is moving forward. The best is going to take place.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
For more news and other programs, please visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/CoreTV News. You can follow us on Twitter at CoreTV News MG. Also visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/CoreTV and let us space the news. The Kwara State government is set to partner in National Health Insurance Scheme in ensuring that the state's-run community health insurance scheme hits 1 million enrollments by the year 2019. The state governor, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, gave this indication when the leadership of the National Health Insurance Scheme paid him a courtesy visit at the government house. Rashid has more.
Governor Ahmed, speaking, says the state is ready to team up with health insurance scheme in driving universal health coverage throughout health insurance sector as a model for the country. Governor Ahmed also identified poor database system management as hindrance to planning in all sectors, particularly in qualitative healthcare delivery, stressing the need for Nigeria to employ pragmatic approach to planning and data collection strategies in order to create a realizable impact in the country's health sector.
Impact on its productivity levels, it must take the issue of health very seriously. And I agree with him totally that there is so much lip service on healthcare delivery system in Nigeria. We hear all sorts of slogans here and there. Free healthcare for this, free healthcare for that. Well, in true sense, the policies which have largely been on lip service have not been supported with the desirable levels of input from the various stakeholders, so that the impact has not been felt in truly seeing our healthcare service delivery getting us to desirable levels. This is a very welcome development for us, and we'll be very, very receptive in putting our heads together to ensuring that what can be done to improve accessibility to our people, whatever requires to be done, will be supported by the state government in improving accessibility to the good people of Kwara State.
The acting executive secretary of NHIS, Femi Akingbade, said the fact that the state has a structured scheme on ground makes it expedient for the NHIS to flag off its primary school health insurance pilot scheme in the state. The executive secretary said NHIS is also willing to partner with the Kwara State government in ensuring that the community healthcare delivery enjoys sustainable flow of funding, especially as the present funding partners will not fund the scheme in perpetuity.
We are bringing to the state today what we call the state-supported social health insurance program. With the state-supported social health insurance program, we are trying to allay the fears of the states that you don't need to bring your money to the center. What we are looking out for is health coverage for all Nigerians, and thereby we are asking the states to set up their own agencies, to run their own health programs, to develop their own packages, because they know the peculiarities of the people of their states and also the needs of the people of their states. What NHIS will come up for, one, is to be able to join the states in crafting a technical path for the state to be able to implement this state-supported social health insurance program.
National health insurance scheme may not be new in Nigeria, but its coverage is what Nigerians are saying should be extended to all and sundry. Rashid, CoreTV News, Ilorin.
Oil spillage in Ohaji Egbeme, one of the oil-producing communities in Imo State, southeastern Nigeria, has subjected its locals to hardship as most of their valuables were destroyed. Residents of the area said they can't wait to see the government come to their aid when necessary relief materials. Correspondent Ajibadi Awofeso has more.
The visit to the area by the Deputy Governor of Imo State, Eze Madumere, shows a deplorable condition. The people, who are mostly farmers and fishermen, said they have nothing left as the only water they rely on has been greatly devastated.
Information that we received, to find the situation, the facts and the graph. And I have seen is believing. Not only the water that is at this basin, I went to a couple of sites. And I went coming here, I saw that the river is polluted. I saw evidence of crude oil floating all over the place. That is an evidence. We should remain calm and channel all your issues through the government, and we must get it right.
Eze Madumere assures the entire community of rapid response by the government to ensure they are comforted. Prince Okafo, The managing director, Imo State Oil Producing Area Development Commission, said the ultimate need of the people at this moment is potable water, and the commission is working round the clock to ensure the people get that.
And we still need to do more. We still need to provide more potable water for people, because we can't achieve all this in this short while. But I also want to say that 4 days ago, that some of the what we call the monopump in some communities around this place that were damaged, the monopump were damaged. So we have sent in our local engineer to go there and fix some of them. I think by now some of them will be working by now. I mean, functional one, but I can't tell you we have not sunk any new borehole within these 10 days.
Some of the residents said the spillage was as a result of an explosion of one of the pipelines somewhere around River State. They suspect the activities of vandals around the axis.
Now that pollution, that is the fire, we are born for Ibocha side. Now it comes spoil our water here. Now it come damage everything, even fish, they die. Even the people who get fish pond here, no one they kill again, the fish they die. So that is why we invite you people to come and see it. I think no anything we take here. No drinking water. No drinking water. My fish, everything.
All right. Since that 4 or 5 days now, there's no single fish out of 120,000 worth of fishes. All have died. Please, we need assistance and to help us.
The water bodies surrounding the community is the major source of livelihood to most of them. And these, they said, have been taken over by crude oil spillage, killing all the fishes and rendering the water useless to both plants and animal, calling for a quick fix solution from the government. Ajibade Awofeso, CoreTV News, Owerri.
And outside Nigeria, powerful typhoon Chenhon has made landfall along the coast of China's eastern Zheng province. Almost 1 million people have been evacuated from coastal areas in anticipation of the typhoon, carrying wind speeds of 173 kilometers per hour. Chenhon's path is expected to take it south of Shanghai later on Saturday. The storm left 5 people dead in the Philippines area in the week. It also hit Taiwan and Japan, uprooting trees and injuring several people. Chenhon first hit Zhejiang province on an island near the city of Ningbo at about 1640. The National Meteorological Center said there were no immediate reports of damage or casualties. A China Central Television reporter was shown broadcasting knee-deep in a flooded street. The BBC's John Southwood in Shanghai says more than 400 flights have been cancelled, along with a number of public events, and the government has told people they should stay at home. But that's a wrap on CoreTV News on the Arm. Many thanks for watching. I'm Blanche.